Hello, everybody. You're welcome to the lifestyle show here on What TV. Firstly, illegal migration has become a trend in the African continent. I think the common language is Japa. Everybody wants to fly out of Africa, but then we choose to do it illegally most times, and sometimes it work. Do you get? So today we'll be looking into the challenges, challenges of African illegal migration and then deportation. That is what we'll be discussing today. Hello everybody, welcome to the lifestyle show here on What TV. I still am your girl and the host for the show, EJ. Thank you very much for your love and support. And then the follow-up. If you haven't followed the lifestyle playlist, please do. Follow us on What TV playlist, YouTube. Do like, subscribe, and keep sharing. Once again, you all are welcome. With me in the studio are two lovely ladies. Very beautiful, familiar faces. We have the amazing May. Hello, Ma.
Hi, dear. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing
It's been long May came. It's been long she came.
Almost a year.
Yes. It's good to have you back.
Same to be here.
Thank you very much. Do you mind telling us what you do?
I am chief of staff in an organization that deals with climate change in Togo.
All right, then. Thank you for joining us once again, okay?
I'm glad to be here.
All right. And then we have Miss Bernice. Hello. She smiles a lot, though.
Yeah.
How are you doing, ma?
I'm very fine.
It's good to have you back.
Nice to have you.
Do you want to introduce yourself again?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So my name is Bernice, and I'm a chartered arbitrator by profession.
Right?
Yeah, and I'm an entrepreneur.
All right, ma.
Yeah.
It's good to have you both here. Okay, they are both busy people, but each time we call, they come. Okay? So like I said, we will be looking into this topic today. But before we dive into it, Proto, we want to understand or define term. First of all, I would want to understand what illegal migration is. May, do you want to help? What is illegal migration?
Illegal migration for me is the fact that...
Sorry, I think we should understand what migration is first, then illegal migration.
Like, migration is first from moving from one country to another. Now, illegal migration means to illegally move from one country to another. So that's what illegal migration is. To go to another country in a very illegal and hard way.
All right then. What's your understanding of deportation?
Okay, so deportation, from my understanding, is the formal removal of an individual from a country. Yes.
All right then.
Mostly due to violating the immigration laws.
Okay.
Yes.
All right then. So, May, what do you think drives individuals to migrate to other continents illegally in the first place?
Well, they migrate through multiple conditions, first of all, and they choose or make the choice to actually move from one country to another, from their own country to another, because they're probably looking for stability, security, safety, maybe due to climate change, the issue they're having in their own country, political reasons. Each have their reasons.
To each his own.
Yeah, to each his own. So the reason that someone or individual may be pushed to illegally move from their country to another is, for example, some I heard just wants to explore. That's we call that El Dorado. Okay. They just want to explore. But most of them just to find a better living, provide for their family, security, stability. There's a lot of reasons. Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Bernice, what do you think? As in the illegal, do you if you go on YouTube, there's this video trend of people that go through harsh condition to actually follow through the Sahara Desert to cross to
Spain.
Do you get? And some of them die.
Of course.
And most of them lose their life.
It's very dangerous.
Exactly. So what do you think drive Africans to actually move? First of all, decide to want to leave, and then following legal route, even though there are agencies that would want to even do it for free. Because there's this trend going on TikTok now where they are telling you migrate to Luxembourg for free.
That's true.
I don't know how true it is.
Is that
they said for free, but I don't know if it is real. But then there are agencies that are willing to sponsor, and then you get to pay. But then, what do you think drives this?
I think everybody has their variety factors that they are being driven by. You know, some it could be due to economic hardship. Should I say? The political instability, its security, conflicts, poor education, you know, low job opportunities.
Most of these things you guys are mentioning is over there.
Over where?
Yes,
but that's the thing.
If you're living here to go
they don't know.
So that's the thing. But I think people who we assume that
it's better
over there. Yes, maybe it's because of the weather.
And that's why someone is willing to illegally move.
Yes. And that's why. No, that's a reason why you want to move in the first place. So when you come down to the illegal part, why we move illegally, I think first of all you would say you know, should I say the complex immigration process, the complex immigration process,
lack of means too,
and and the high cost
of transportation,
of legal migration. And that is why that's desperacy, I think, and also desperacy, because I think people who go through the Sahara, like you said, it's out of desperacy.
So they are that desperate.
Well, yes, they tried multiple times and it didn't work. You know how visa to be able to.
But before you apply multiple times and then it doesn't work, means that your document, first of all, the documents are not complete. Yes. Second of all, your reason for going is unrealistic. You know, and all that. That should prompt visa. You are there. Afa, help me now. I want to understand. No, but is it true that?
Well, I don't think it's also a factor. But on the other hand, I think most people who go like that don't even make the first trial. It's just assumed that
it's bad.
You assume that this is the easiest. You know, that's it would fall under ignorance. True. Do you understand? Because if you make inquiry, you will see how it goes and you will see what is needed of you. But if I tell you that, come on. There is this video that trended one time, then they will show you Morocco and Spain, and then they'll tell you that the water is just small. You just use a speedboat, and then you already true. And you think the water is small until you cross
to people.
So I think, like May said, ignorance has a lot to do with it. Because imagine you're in Morocco. And then somebody's telling you
if you
from
just
here,
stone there, you're already
just a stone throw. you would tell them to drop in Morocco that you use a leg to cross it. Then you get right. It's fine. So, second question: what are some of the realities that you think kicks in once they, get overseas?
I think even when you are traveling legally, most of the times when you arrive to your destination like that, we all face the hard reality. You understand? Which sometimes it could be like especially for those who are traveling illegally. Yes, because when they get there, they get this, you get discrimination, the racism, the harsh treatments, because you will go through, especially for one who is going illegally, you go through the whole rough part. Just to be able to get to your soul.
That part, they won't even have to go through all that if they take the legal route.
Yes.
And some people, some young kids, young children are being moved there, or they decide on their own to want to go.
Really?
And then when they get there, they engage in some crazy lifestyle just to sustain themselves.
Right? Mostly it's not from initial. Mostly it's not from the initial.
They realize that things are not the way they thought
expected.
They would be.
Yes.
It's hard for them to actually to find a stable job.
Yes.
They realize that the economy, the currency is not like they thought, because most of them don't take the time to make enough research, to do enough research before getting there. And then let's not forget the weather. The weather. Yes, you see on the screen snow and fall, but to be there and actually feel the weather, it's something else. So most of them, they end up homeless because they didn't get there legally. Because before you can even have housing or apartment, you need to give documents, legal documents. And if you don't have those documents, you won't be able to get things legally.
There's this post I saw online where someone was kind of like advising, the African continent that if you have the opportunity, don't travel abroad. Like he meant it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've been there, I'm there.
Yeah.
So I know what's up, don't come. And then there's another post, a Nigerian was like, even if it's possible for me to just cross, enter Luxembourg, I don't mind sleeping in toilets. I prefer to actually sell my freedom and
That's
hustle.
lack of education.
Like, it's that bad. People are desperate. Do you get? People are that desperate to want to travel, and then you're telling me lack of security, lack of this, lack of that. But all of these things we just mentioned are over there now.
That's why
when they get there,
they will have to face that
it's the same.
reality.
Should we not blame the social media for this? Because that's where the traveling agencies for it.
I mean, if the traveling agencies don't really give the information, then that's on them. But as individuals,
we should make research.
We need to do research and learn about whatever we need to go. It's very important, because then you arrive there and realize that, it's not what I thought, and then you regret, but you won't be able to go back because it's not
process.
the same. It's not the same route. So
and also, especially like you said, someone was advising, telling people not to come, and then me that is planning to come, you tell me not to come. Wait, let me get there and see what you're seeing.
I have a story to tell. So I grew up in the States. I have my sister there currently. Just yesterday, I posted on my status that, please, for those planning to go to the US, think twice. Because my sister had an eye infection. She went for treatment, and the cost is $6,000.
Are you kidding?
If you don't have insurance, you're cooked. $6,000 just for an eye infection. And they're not even able to tell you precisely how it was caused and how to prevent it. But the bill came back and she sent it to me, $6,000. I was in shock. So I just yesterday I posted, for those planning to go, think twice.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
It's not funny. Like, it's not funny. Okay, imagine that you're not okay. Now imagine that somebody that is living in the hood. Let's say you manage to get to the States. Is now you're sleeping like you're on the streets.
You're literally homeless.
Exactly. And then you now have the eye infection. There are no legal documents or anything. What happens? You automatically go blind. Do you get?
Because before you can even be admitted in the hospital, you need insurance. You have to present an insurance.
And for you to even have an insurance, your papers
need to be on deck. Yeah.
Okay, Miss Bernice, you're absent-minded.
No,
I want to.
No, but even you would advise everything you would advise. Me that is still planning to illegal migrate, I still have to believe that when I get there,
things will be different.
Yes. for you to charge $6,000,
right?
That means we are making the money there.
Not quite. That's the thing.
For you to charge $6,000,
yeah, but that's what
it's assumed.
They'll do it.
They pay hourly.
Of course.
Yeah.
So I think you get a job if you don't have the master's degree, or if you don't have a high education, you won't be able to find a job that you're paid even $5,000. It's $1,000 or $2,000 if you're very lucky. Like, you can be in I don't know what type of condition, but that's the thing. Finding the job where it's well paid to even have enough to pay that
is a problem.
Is the problem.
Okay, Ms. Bernice.
Yeah.
What do you think happens to the people that are being deported? What do you think happens to them, like when they are being sent back home?
I think when they come back to their home country, they would have to reintegrate with the left economic and social challenges.
Yeah, shame, guilt.
Yes, and that they will go through the difficulty of starting to rebuild their life again. Not excluding family problems like the shame. It's and
shame.
Yes,
Shame?
yes.
What is shame inside?
You deport. You mean the party?
You want to be position to know how she was.
Oh my God. No, I just found out where the shame is.
It's automatically
that I went
telling
somewhere
somebody,
and then I'm
yes,
kicked
you're a
out.
failure.
Yeah, there you go.
Jesus.
I have a traumatic for me because I imagine for them how traumatic it is to be sent back home with nothing. Imagine those in the airplane with someone that's been deported. Do you think they just sit quiet in the plane? That's not what happens. They get tied up. They start screaming. They start shouting.
Who's shouting?
The one that it gets deported.
Really?
I was quite young when that happened and I witnessed it. Until now, it's something that I really think about, and I don't wish that on anyone.
Wait, are you serious?
I swear to God. They will tie you.
They are shackled?
Yeah. If you don't want to go on your will, because most of them, they don't want to go back. When someone has been deported, it's against their will.
Yes.
So they'll do everything to fight against it. So usually when they put them by force in a plane, they will want to fight back. So they start screaming, shouting, throwing things, and then they
tie them up.
My God.
And at some point, when the others in the plane are feeling very uncomfortable because he's shouting everything, yeah, I can't go back. These people are ruthless. They're racist. He'll start saying a whole bunch of things. And then at some point, he'll start talking about his reality back home. I can't go back. My family won't accept me. And then he'll start saying a whole bunch of things. And they end up taping his mouth.
They tape their mouth?
Look it up.
Oh, this is brutal.
Yeah, it is very brutal. It's traumatic. So she was right when she said that there's shame, there's guilt, and then it's going to be hard for them to like get back into the society. How are they going to face their family and friends coming back in that condition?
There's this taking us a bit into the current situation. You guys watched the when Trump Donald was being sworn in, and then he targeted most of the African continent, and then he deported most of them. How do you think that made the country itself feel?
How it affects the country?
Well, how does it affect the country, and what image does it, does it portray on those African countries that have their persons being deported? Because it's like on national TV, right? And then there's like, should I say census of the amount of people, or there's a name, the name of countries, the number of deportees, etc., etc. So what image do you think it portrayed on this very country?
It doesn't look good, right? If they give a list of a country,
and you needed to see the comment section. The citizens, the US citizens were like, they should leave. Okay, they should, like, they were so brutal in the comment sections. They were like, they should leave and go leave or find greener pastures in their own country and leave their own country for them.
The image that it portrays is that specific country is incapable to protect their own people and give them the opportunities or jobs or the sustainable living that they need. That's why they left in the first place. So if there's a list of countries where the number of the deportees are like hundreds, it says a lot about that country that they're not capable of taking care of their own people. So it doesn't look good.
What do you think?
It sends a negative message about the country. The countries where the individuals left. Yes, so, and I think already the only thing there is maybe Africa itself should, because it's not only Africans that were deported but Africans were like the highlights, the soft topic highlights. So that alone should give we Africans that should tell us we need to give great attention to should I say the things that are making our individuals
to leave for the first place.
Yes. Do you think it's possible to stop illegal migrations from Africa? In fact, first of all, do you think it's possible to stop migration?
Altogether.
That's one. Then altogether, block it. Then secondly, do you think it's possible? Because, see, do you know that if a US citizen is traveling to Africa, it's for vacation? They just come they don't come to Africa to stay.
Yes.
They just come for. You have like 1% out of 100 coming to tell you they want to migrate to Africa. But if an African man, you'll be hearing an African man telling you, see, once I cross, if it's mistake, I mistakenly cross, I'm not coming back. Now, so the question is, What do you think it's possible to stop migration completely? Let's stay in our home, invest on what we have, because what if they go find a way fit produce here? We literally have the best natural resources now. Come on, literally everything
They come and take it from us.
like you get literally what's it called, the Niger and what's it called, the initial war that was happening regarding the uranium and its
Congo?
exploitation. No, from Niger now, the uranium exploitation. Yeah, exactly. That was a natural resources, and there are so many other natural resources that we are literally given. In terms of petroleum, for instance, Nigeria is like the one. I mean, Africa is like the one producing. Then they send. It's so bad. We have the refineries, but then we send out to US because according to them, our own refinery is so bad. Even though it's 3 refineries we have, it's bad that we have to send it out. Now, after we send it out, the reserve from the processed fuel, they keep it for themselves and use it to develop them country. Now sell back our own natural resources to us as fuel. Come on. Is it possible to actually stop migration? Now, is it also possible to stop illegal migration? I want to face you. You see, you will talk, Taya. I'm facing you right now. I'm going to start talking.
Okay, so you said, is it possible to stop migration?
Yes.
And is it possible to stop illegal migration?
Yes.
So I think I'll put 2 of them and answer as one. No problem. And actually, to stop illegal migration, it's actually a complex something. Yes, it would be in as much as it's going to be very difficult to stop illegal migration, but I think if we are able to address the root cause of the migration and the illegal migration, I think it would reduce.
Indeed, I agree. I agree.
What will reduce? It will reduce the migration. Is it possible for it to happen?
It will not.
Even when you sort out the root cause of the problem, will people still want to?
Yes, people would still want to.
People would still want to migrate, Abby?
Yes, but in this place, it's going to reduce.
It's going to reduce because we can't 100% stop migration altogether because everyone don't have the same reasons. It's not because someone is struggling, they want to go find a better life, that's someone else's case. Maybe their family is there and they just want to change environment because they have the means to do that.
I feel like
that's for the safe way, the migration altogether. Now, illegal migration is something else completely because all the danger that surrounds it. So I think currently that's what Trump is working on to stop the illegal migration because apparently for him, it's creating also a lot of criminals. So all the criminal activities that are going on caused by those illegal migrants, that's why he's sending them all back. So
do you think some of these perpetrators of criminal act are more of the African community? Do you think so, Ms. Baroness?
I don't know, but
I don't know either. I don't have that statistic to say precisely that it's called.
Do you know why I asked this question?
Why?
Do you watch Black American movies, comedies?
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you noticed that there's this trend going on now where Africans are being portrayed as scammers or doing bad things?
That's the thing. You said the word portray. That doesn't mean that's the case.
They go as far as saying it.
Yeah.
Like you be watching a movie, you hear, I got scammed by some African, like in Nigeria,
South African.
Do you get? So that's what I'm asking. If such is being promoted already in movies from that country, and that is the same country that we're fighting to go to, right? That's the same country that deported most of us. What does that, as in, why do people still go? And if it is still possible to stop it altogether, what is our leaders, youth, mothers, parents, what are they doing regarding situations like this? What kind of mentality do you give to a child while growing up that makes such said child want to tell you that, you know what, if I mistakenly leave, if I step my feet in this country, I'm not coming back? I'm talking to you. She's lost. I say she's not here. Yes.
Maybe because she's like balloting if she should go, she should not go.
Yes. I think it's 2 ways. I think first of all, I think when we were growing up, I think our parents had already gave us this implant. Should I say implant?
Yeah.
That don't worry. After your secondary school, I'm taking you.
Yeah.
I will sponsor you go abroad.
Yeah.
Our parents mostly don't say I will sponsor you to a university here.
Yeah.
Most of the times you hear our parents say that. Yes, when we are growing up, I don't know, but when we're growing up, we have our parents do tell us that don't worry. After your secondary school, you'll be going for your university in America.
Yeah.
You'll be going. They've already built that
in our head.
So when you're not going, you're frustrated.
I'm frustrated and I'm already desperate because I have been building with this right from when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now then the other part of it is when things are really not going well in a lot of countries, but the economy, should I say, even trading, every sector is not functioning properly. Do you understand? And let's assume you are a graduate and you still maybe you still have the opportunity to work, and me, I'm trying. I'm struggling. I'm trying, and I am not meeting. I'm trying, but I can't see my route. I can't see where I'm going to. Or and then I get maybe somebody comes up to me and be like, "Hey, there's an opportunity to go. We'll go through the desert."
Oof.
You go.
And then we'll now attach it with the eye care that is 6,000.
Okay, guys.
Not me. The eye care that is 6,000. I'm trying to attach it to make a point.
Yeah.
And for you to say the eye care is 6,000, that means we are making it there. Then I will come and convert it with my current, the country where I am.
Currency,
the currency. That's a shutdown.
That's a debt.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
So we are done for today. But before we finally wrap up, what do you think this deportation thing sends to the whole of Africa? Like,
well, normally it should tell our
and then your advice or conclusion on this.
Well, I'm gonna put both of them together. It all comes to education,
right?
And creating jobs, creating opportunities, so that our youth are assured that in their own country they're taken care of, they're heard, they are protected, and that they don't need to go abroad to feel safe or for them to build a living. So that sends a message to our our political men and women out there trying to make change for a better life for not just us but our future kids also.
All right, then. Okay. All right, guys. You people have had it. We are not saying you people should not run, but run with caution. Okay? Like Miss Bernice said, if you calculate everything, including eye care, which is 6,000, is shut down. But even when you are shutting down, it's most times it's most times very terrible. This is it stains the image of Africans as whole, and it sends a very strong signal to the youth out there, meaning that we could actually do well. We could invest our time in entrepreneurship courses, learn more, try to do more to better ourselves here in our country, and try as much as possible to love ourselves, because if you love yourself too much, you wouldn't want to go there and slave yourself to death. Debt pays more, but you can actually invent or create your own work here, employ, and also try to bring in their culture here, if let's say you want to really do like them. But that doesn't mean that yours is not valuable enough, right? All right, we've come to the end of today's show. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you, Miss Bernice. You smile a lot. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, May, for coming. You both have been so wonderful. Thank you guys very much. Until we come your way next week, stay blessed, stay safe. Plenty love from me to you. Bye-bye.